And I am Lord Josh.
And welcome to another edition of Review Discussions. Today we're talking about this year's early launch fighting game, Dissidia Final Fantasy NT. For PlayStation 4. Actually, I think this is an exclusive.
Oh, really?
I think so.
That,
I don't think this is on Xbox.
Oh, well, another thing that sucks for Xbox then.
I know that this was an arcade game first in Japan.
Of course.
And I guess they just turned it into a full-fledged game. Okay.
Sam, start with the game and then we'll talk about other stuff about...
Oh, character designs Tetsuya Nomura. I never realized that. Oh yeah, he did designs after 5. I think.
Yeah.
Alright, so,
3.
I thought 5 was his first game.
No.
Huh.
He did 4 for design.
So, Josh, you have played the beta of this. You don't own the game, but you've played the beta.
Yeah.
Obviously I own the game, I'm playing it.
Hmm.
So I'll say right now, I enjoy it. I believe Duodecim still a better game. In fact, I think both PSP games might be better. But I think this is a nice game. I have none of the DLC just for the fourth DLC character just got announced. I forget who it is though.
Well, if it's anyone that is actually worth, effort.
I'd get locked. I'm gonna start on bronze because I'm a wimp. Let's go to the Royal City of Rabanastans. Select a summon. Alright, where do I begin? I'll begin with, I guess battle mechanics. So, unlike previous Dissidia games, this is 3-on-3, which already is a ginormous, change. The originals were just 1-on-1.
Won't take much to win.
Oh, wow. You could fight DLC characters even when you don't own them.
That's a good thing. It's like that in most fighting games, so...
I guess so. Okay, one thing that annoys me right off the bat. For story reasons, characters, when you're fighting against another character, they're called, Nameless Flash, Nameless Thief. Just call it Lightning. I'm fighting Lightning, just, okay, so if you don't know how Dissidia works, Dissidia is basically a 3D fighting game, where basically you have 2 meters. Well, you have 1 meter. You have bravery attacks, and you have attack attacks. Basically, you could do bravery damage to build up your meter. So you see that 1,000 right there? That's how much damage I'm going to do. If I do a bravery attack, I'm not doing damage to the enemy, but I'm building up that bravery. So when I unleash my actual damaging attack, I could do real damage. However, when someone else hits me with a bravery attack, they steal my bravery. So it's a cool little... It's nice to have. Oh, when it's purple like that, that means I'm going to insta-kill them. Like I'm about to do Riona right here.
If I can say something about it.
Yeah.
When I played the beta, even though I didn't end up buying the game, I still have to say that I think it's actually pretty fun. It's quick fun.
It is very quick fun. I prefer the original just because I like the one-on-one setup, and while the arena... Okay, big problem. I understand for 3-on-3 you have to compensate for the arenas, but the original arenas, there was shit to jump around, go inside and outside of certain buildings. There was just a lot going on and a lot more to interact with. This is pretty much, this is the Royal City of Rabanastans. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but, bear with. I know it's the Final Fantasy 12 place.
Sam knows his Final Fantasy.
Sam... Oh, okay, we're summoning now. Summoning, basically, I think it has an effect, and it just looks cool. And it does damage. Well, it does bravery damage. It does do actual damage. Oh, I love Final Fantasy 12. Oh, we're also using this live stream just to discuss our general love for Final Fantasy.
Yes. Okay. Now I can talk about this.
Right. I just want to say a couple more quick things. This game does have a story mode. It's not good. I'll say it right now. It's not a good story mode. Basically, the story does follow the previous Dissidia games, where those stories were pretty good. But basically, you have to play a lot of arcade mode or online to unlock these things called Memoria. Use Memoria to unlock cutscenes and progress through the story. Now, story battles are fine. It's story boss fights where you fight against the summons. They just don't translate well to like big boss fights, and it doesn't work, I find. I find a lot of them are a little on the cheap side. And oh, shit. Did not mean to click that button on my TV. I don't know. I find it's just not interesting. Online is fine. There's a bit of lag every now and then, but it's fine. Overall, okay. You know what? Let's just get into it. I love Final Fantasy. Do you like Final Fantasy?
I adore Final Fantasy. Always have.
What would you say is your favorite?
My favorite game or my favorite story of one of the games? Two very different things.
That's a good point. I'm gonna say, what's your favorite story? Let's start with favorite game.
Okay, my favorite game is actually very tight. They're both actually very close together for me, but my favorite game, I had to pick, would probably be Final Fantasy. Don't hate me, please.
I'm not gonna hate you.
Final Fantasy 4.
Why would I hate you for 4? I find...
Because well, not just you. Some people don't find 4 is as good as the others, but to me, it's the perfect essence of what a JRPG is, especially for Final Fantasy.
To me, 4 is... I think 4 is what... If not 9, I think 4 is one of the better jumping points for the series. Because I think 4 does teach you the fundamentals of the series very well. And it has a good story to boot.
I only put it a little bit above, very minor, above 9 and 6 in terms of gameplay.
Alright, so
very
getting into that, 9 and 6 are tied for my favorites.
Both are very, very good games.
I absolutely love the story, characters. Let's just go down the line. Let's start with. How about we'll just retrospect it. Have you played 1?
Okay, I have played 1 on PSP.
Yeah, okay,
and I loved it.
That's the version I also played.
But don't play on any other version.
Yeah, play the PSP. For any game you can, I think 1, 2, and 3 made the PSP ports, right? No, 1, 2, and 4.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, actually.
3?
Yeah, but only digitally.
Like, oh, okay. Cause I played 3 on DS. Okay, we'll get to that. I don't remember.
1.
I don't remember 1 very well.
Really? Oh, that's a shame.
It's probably just because 1 was very basic. You know, you just have normal characters. You're literally white mage, thief.
Yeah.
And
but 1 to me was actually, for what it was, and I really enjoyed it when I played it.
I remember 2 more vividly. But 2 I just remember for having to hit your own party members to have them level up.
I didn't play 2.
2, I never finished 2. That's what I'll say about that.
I never played 3 either.
3 was my first.
That. Really?
3 on iOS. Yeah.
How was it?
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Also, funnily enough, the first was my first.
Oh, wow.
So
that's a pretty good starting point.
Found at a pawn shop. I was like, ooh, I have a PSP.
The PSP. 3 was nice. I don't think it wasn't anything really special to me, but I mean, okay, let's just get into the ones I really remember. Let's go to 4.
The good ones?
Let's talk about 4. I fucking
Yeah!
adore 4. I love the Cecil arc. I love the romance with, it's Rose, right?
Yeah.
I love the romance with Rose. I love, Kane's a good supporting character. I love Yang. And,
The gameplay is amazing.
in terms of, who's the villain again? Not Garland.
There were a few. I don't remember. The plot
not
to me
Xemnas.
was good, but not...
Who's the other guy? Because Xemnas is the main bad guy, if I remember.
Oh, no, I thought it was someone like
Golbez!
Golbez.
No, Xemnas
Yeah.
is the final boss, isn't he? I just didn't know.
Yeah, I think.
second time.
Or, no. Is that... Yeah. Yeah, I think so. That could be...
I'll admit you have the courage, but have you the wits?
Anyway.
How did you first play?
4...
I first played 4 on GBA.
On GBA, really?
Yep.
Huh. That's a good way. Oh.
Played 4 on GBA, and then I went to PSP.
PSP is where it's at its best, in my opinion.
Yeah. Although the DS version, which is also the same version that's on Steam, is also very good. It has full 3D animated cutscenes.
And I got handed to them. For what they had, they really tried. They really tried with the story.
Yeah. It's not perfect, but I like the whole... It's a really good light and dark story.
Yeah.
It's
does a decent job. It's probably one of the better main characters of the full
like
series,
Cecil.
actually.
I like how Cecil interacts with other people mainly.
Yeah.
I think the DS version has the most story, if I remember.
You're right. It has voice acting.
Yes, it does have voice acting, and it's not very good. I find it a little cheesy. It's a little too Shakespearean, I think. But I could be remembering it incorrectly. I have it on my PC. The version for 4 and actually I think it's just for 4 is based on the DS version. Oh no, 3 is also. But yeah. Have you ever played the After Years?
No, I had the option to.
I hear it's not. I hear it's not good. I've never played it. I know it's starring their kid, but I have no comment. I hear it's the main character is Cecil and Rose's kid.
Oh, isn't it good?
I hear it's the exact same plot as Final Fantasy IV, like almost to the T.
Well, okay, that's lazy then. If that's
And it was also
true.
episodic.
Oh.
Which but again, I've never played the game, so I am not to judge. Can you block again? Right.
Have you played 5?
I have no. I own 5. I think. I have played the intro. 5. I liked Bart's character. I have not. I don't have enough to experience to really.
I have not played 5. So
You have not played 5.
Can't say anything. Yeah. But now we can get to the ones I have played.
Okay.
The ones I've really played.
6 is one of the greatest video games ever made.
It's really good.
I absolutely love 6. I absolutely love Final Fantasy 6. And I say that while Tara's on my team right now.
One of the best video game stories of all time. The gameplay is magnificent.
Ah, this is so fucking
The
fun.
characters are amazing. Everything is just, you can tell it was made out of love and passion.
6 is just such a well-designed game.
6 is a great game.
As my favorite villain in the series.
By far the best villain.
I find Kefka a great villain. I love Terra as a protagonist. and Edgar and Locke and fuck, what's your name?
Shadow? What about Shadow?
No, Shadow's cool. What's Locke's girlfriend's name? Who
Oh,
sings opera?
Crap.
Shit. She was a general. Shit. She nerfed because of the protagonist in the second half of the game.
I know, and that's why I'm really mad.
Damn it. I find their romance is great. Wow, that's gonna bug the shit out of me now. Edgar! Edgar is such a good fucking character, but he's so creepy at the same time.
Kefka as a character is
Kefka.
just...
I love the side missions. I love Gao. Gao is always good. I love the world. I love... That's my favorite set pieces in the series. I like defending Narsh.
Really?
Starting off in the battle tank. Watching the world fucking destroy itself.
Oh yeah.
And it has my favorite final boss in the series.
Final Fantasy VI, the heroes don't actually win. It's kind of like Infinity War.
Yeah.
And here's... Yeah, go on.
It definitely it has my favorite it has my favorite final boss in the series.
Yeah, that final boss is the best one.
Kefka's great.
Kefka is the best.
I first played 6 on GBA.
GBA, huh?
GBA.
I played 6 on PS3.
Oh, PS1 classics.
Yeah. Because I heard it was really, really good, and they weren't wrong. Not at all. Very, very good.
Alright,
But
let's move to the next one.
next one, I have to say, while it
I
hasn't aged well
I
at
got
all,
a lot to say about 7.
I've got even more. 7 has my favorite story. I don't even care. Hate me,
Okay,
I don't care.
I have a lot to disagree with you on that. I like 7. I like 7 for the record. I don't think it's the greatest game of all time, but I
don't
enjoy
think
it.
either. I think it just has the best story out of all of them.
See,
And it's really close with 6.
think Cloud's a decent protagonist. I don't find him as engaging as Terra or...
Yeah, but I don't... It's more than that, but we'll get into that later.
I like Midgar as a setting. I love Yuffie.
I think it's a great setting.
Barrett's cool. I don't really care for the dog. Red 9? 13?
Red 9.
Red
Red
9?
13.
Oh, Red 13, yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I like Tifa. I like the characters. I just...
Yeah.
I'm in the camp
I
that...
don't see how anyone could find most of them unlikable, except for maybe Aerith. Or Eris.
Eris was just that one character that we all got pissed off when she died because we never used her. But then we realized we needed her.
So,
You know?
yeah. If you want to say something, now's the time to say it, and then I'll say my piece.
I don't have much to say about 7, honestly. I've only beat it once. I don't go back to it often.
Okay, here's the thing about 7 gameplay-wise. It has not aged well.
No, it's
really hasn't.
It hasn't. It's aged better than the next game, though.
Yeah, but still, I've still got more to say about 7.
Alright, say all you want.
The reason that 7, to me, has the best story is because it's more than just characters and an epic plot. Unlike 6, which did have a theme going for it, I felt like 7 was strung together by that theme. It enveloped itself in it, and it was amazing for it. The theme of grief, death, and life, most video games will never touch that. But 7 tried its best.
Persona 3 does.
Something. And that game has a great story.
I'm sorry.
We'll talk about Persona sometime. We both have a lot to say about that. But yeah, 7 just, I feel like it did everything with the story right. Gameplay wise, you can't go back to it. It's impossible.
No. I can't go back to 7.
But you know what? It's more possible than 8. Let's get on to it.
I don't care about 8. I
8's bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not a bad game.
Okay, here's the thing about 8. I feel like it doesn't really know what it wants to be. Am I the only one who gets that feeling? 1 second into love story.
Okay, hold on.
It's like every other Final Fantasy.
I just want to bring this up real quick. This game constantly fucking rewards you, and I love it. Okay, going back to 8.
8's a mess.
8 is a mess. I know it's not a bad game at all. Let's get that out of the way. But
Well,
like,
it has a solid battle system.
it has a solid battle system, and I do like Squall and Riona, but I don't remember any of the other fucking
also,
characters.
I'm sorry. I have to go quickly back to this, but the one thing that Final Fantasy VII did right over all other Final Fantasy games is the limit breaks.
Yes.
And I'm really sad no other game has that. Anyway, go on.
10 has limit breaks, I think.
10? I've never played 10.
If I remember correctly.
Anyway, go on.
I like Ultimecia as a villain. She's cool.
Yeah, she was actually meant to be the 7 villain.
Yeah. And
She did her job, yeah, I'll say that. You know, I just don't feel like it was as strong. as
okay,
7.
let's talk about 9 now.
I fucking love 9!
I fucking
love 9!
Okay, 9 has my favorite ensemble. 9 has my favorite characters in the series.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Absolutely. 9 has my favorite characters in the series.
I mean, Vivi is our Lord and Savior.
Zidane. I'm playing as Zidane right now, actually. Oh, let's go to Alexandria, actually, since we're on the move.
Okay, are you gonna talk about the story, or are you gonna talk about the gameplay?
It's so fucking good! Oh, I love 9 so much! I love
it's
9.
Like Final Fantasy went back to its roots in a very, very good way.
It gave everyone the trance ability. Zidane is the perfect protagonist. I love the relationship with, you know, how he treats his companions. You know, with Vivi. Well, I mean the main 4, Vivi, Princess Garnet, or my dagger. Oh wow, this is really hard. Sterner, the food lady. There's a lot of characters I kept. I am terrible at remembering Final Fantasy character names. But
everyone is.
I love Alexandria. I love Kuja as a villain. My only real fault with 9 is that the final boss comes out of fucking nowhere.
I mean, you're right, but and the fact that the so-called real final boss is not a challenge.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, I have so much, and I love the Romeo and Juliet kind of story. I don't even know what you want me to say about it.
Well, I'll say a couple things about it. 9 is basically if Final Fantasy wanted... It's like if it tried and had fun with it.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about 9, actually. It doesn't take itself seriously. I mean,
yeah.
no, like, it doesn't take itself too seriously.
Like 7 or 6.
Yeah, it's not... It has fun.
And it's really good. It's a video game, and it's just a good video game at that. I feel like you get away with playing 9 or 4 without playing any other Final Fantasy.
Nine and 4 are your best starting points.
Yeah.
So let's go into you've never played 10.
I have never played 10. I know about it. I know a lot about it though.
10's great. I like 10.
I
10
know
was the
about
first. 10 was the first game.
Ha.
Ha ha ha! No, Titus looks like Meg Ryan or something. I don't know the origin of that meme, but I know that I enjoy 10. I don't like every character, but you know, I think Aaron's cool. I don't really like Titus, to be honest.
You don't? I hear Titus is an alright main character.
And Yuna bores me a bit. I find she's better in X2. The main story is pretty cool. I don't really like Twist at the end that much. I know a lot of people do, but I don't.
Dreams.
Yeah, Dreams. But it has one of my favorite battle systems in the series. Graphically, I think it still holds up well.
I hear it's a solid battle system.
And that's fucking soundtrack is voice acting though absolutely sucks.
Well, it was one of the first voice acting.
I know it was one of the first games. Well, no, it wasn't one of the first games. It was the first Final Fantasy game with voice acting. But good grief. Ha 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 ha! X2, terrible fucking story.
I heard
could not give a shit about the story. Better fucking gameplay. I love how X2 plays is absolutely phenomenal. And that's what I'll say about that, because I don't even remember actually anything about X2 besides the battle system.
Okay, I have not played any of the upcoming games until 14.
Okay.
So go on.
I never played 11 because 11 was a MMO, and I never bothered
Before
to
our
set.
time.
I never bothered to set up the Wi-Fi on my PS2. I love 12. It's the most different out of all the games, I think, besides 15. Because 12 plays as an MMO, kind of. You know. I find a lot of people didn't play 12, and that disappoints me. Because 12 also has some of my favorite. I love Vaughn, the fucking pirates. Okay, you know
Was that turn-based 12?
No, it's not. It's real time. That was the big departure. 12 also takes.
Hearts?
No, it's much like an MMO.
Okay.
Fun fact: 12 actually takes place in the same world as Tactics. And Tactics is one of those games I hear everyone loves. I have War of the Lions on PSP, and I have barely touched it. One day I would like to get to it, but today I have not. Oh fuck.
What about 13? I heard 13 is very.
Alright, just going back real quick. I love 12. Okay, 13. Okay, how do I begin this? I don't think 13 is a piece of shit, like a lot of people think. I know 13 has a lot of hate. I get the hate. I understand the hate. I don't. The biggest problem with 13 is two things. One, its story is. Well, Lightning is not a likable protagonist until the very end of the game. And two, it's linear as fuck. Like, its exploration is not a thing in that game. Like, it is extremely linear.
Well, do you feel like you're playing a movie then?
Yes, and I will admit that I like the world they created. Some of the characters are cool. I like Sarah. Sarah's one of my favorites.
Did it need
And
two
Snow's
other
cool.
games?
No, it did not. That's another thing. Final Fantasy 13's ending was pretty finite. It did not need X2 and Lightning Returns. I'll give Square credit for listening to fans and trying to fix things, but then we get into X2 where the story is just, you could tell that game didn't need to exist, you know? It starts bringing time travel into shit. Yes, the gameplay was much better and it was non-linear. There was a lot of exploration. Lightning Returns is... did you like Majora's Mask? Because that's the first thing I think of. I put 3 hours into Lightning Returns and then put it down.
Damn.
I couldn't care about it.
Do you still have it?
No. Maybe actually. No, I don't. And then we get into 14. I played a demo for. I played the free trial of Realm Reborn.
Realm Reborn for like a month, and then I was like, nope.
MMOs just aren't my thing, but I enjoyed it. 15. You have the most experience with.
Wait, can we talk about 14 for a little bit more?
Yeah, sure. Of course.
I feel like with 14 there's a little bit to go on more, and that's definitely with the whole game being scrapped and then coming back.
Yeah, okay. That I will admit. Square is good when it comes to fixing shit.
Yeah, they definitely tried.
Alright, let's get into it. After what feels like a millennia, 15 is now a thing.
And it is okay.
It's okay. It's fine.
I find it fun.
I never finished it.
I can see why other people wouldn't like it.
I never finished it. I stopped right after the wedding got cancelled. Like right after the invasion.
That's the beginning of the game.
I stopped right at the end of the first act.
Okay.
I didn't like the main characters.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I didn't buy their...
yeah. It felt very, what's the word? Artificial.
Yes. I didn't buy the Middle Earth boy band. I'm stealing that from Conan, I know.
They didn't need to be, like, so edgy all the time.
Yeah. But if you want to know my opinions on Final Fantasy 15, go watch Conan's Clueless Gamer of Final Fantasy 15. That's how I honestly feel about it. It's just a lot of nothing.
I have a bit more to say about it. I think 15 is actually a pretty decent game.
Oh no, I think it's fine. It's just, a lot of nothing I find. I don't find it very interesting.
Well, I definitely think that the story could have been much better.
Yeah, agreed.
And that's my biggest problem with it. The gameplay can be a bit clunky, but it's not horrible. I think it's serviceable.
Yeah, you know what? That describes 15 in a nutshell. It's fine. It's not spectacular, but it's fine.
No, for $40, I say it's worth it as a AAA game.
Yeah, you can get the Royal Edition at this point.
Because it's actually pretty fun, and you know what? If you like RPGs, like action RPGs, you'll have fun with it. It's decent. It's not the best one out there, but it's not bad by any means.
Exactly.
But if you're gonna play a Final Fantasy game, play one of the older ones.
Again, 9 or 4 is your best starting point.
And then from there, you want to get that good stuff in, like 6.
Yeah.
And if you want a great story, then yeah, 7. But if I were you, I would wait for the remake in 90 years. Yeah, that's never gonna happen, guys.
So
We're gonna have to wait
going
forever.
back to the game we were originally talking about.
Yeah, all the way back to that.
Again, there's not a lot to say about this, honestly. It's a pretty... I think the PSP games are much better. I don't think... If you're a Final Fantasy game, if you're a Final Fantasy fan, you already bought this. You know? Like, and if you did, I hope you're enjoying it, because it does represent the giant that is Final Fantasy.
Fan, I didn't know where to buy it unless it's on sale.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth $80. Because for the amount of content that is here, there's a story mode, there's a basic arcade mode, and there's online. That's it. You know, there is a sound. Okay, best thing about this game, like the soundtrack, rearrangements, and the original soundtracks are there. It's great. The story is.
That's actually also in 15.
Yes. Okay, that's a new feature you just told me about the other day.
That's another thing. I'm sorry to go back to this. 15 is constantly being reworked on with like 1,000 different free DLC. So
Yeah.
it's already better in that department.
I like this game, but even I'll admit, it's one of those games I'll play and then put down for the day.
Yeah. I don't understand why it's $80 actually, honestly.
I don't think there's enough here to warrant it.
If
I got it on a
50 or
sale.
under, I'd buy it.
Well, I got it for 50.
Okay, that's understandable. It's totally fair.
Again, the fan service makes it worth it. The
Yeah.
fan service makes it totally worth it.
I mean, I want to see Terra kick Cloud's ass like
Yeah.
Joseph too.
Thank you.
Exactly.
You're a credit to the team.
Thank you. How much more?
Is Vivi in the game?
No, Vivi's not in the game.
Horrible.
Or unplayable.
One day we will talk about one of my favorite game series of all time, even if the story is screwed up. Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, we'll get to that one. Once 3 comes, we'll get to that.
Ah, it's so good. And yeah.
I'm just gonna finish this arcade mode, and then we'll call it a wrap.
Okay.
Overall, Dissidia is... Again, you saw those memoriam things I unlocked over. That's how you progress through the story. You can't just go through the story. You have to unlock memoriam. And even then, the story is not that interesting. It's basic light versus dark. And you know, there's a little bit of a twist of this woman's not saying everything she means to be saying. You know, you play it for the interactions between the characters.
Yeah.
The boss fights suck really hard. Because it just feels like this game wasn't designed for it. Although I could be wrong. Well, that's how I feel. But overall, as a Final Fantasy fan, I enjoy it.
You're a credit to the team.
But if you have a PSP or a PS Vita or a PS TV, please, Dissidia Duodecim, it's $20. The entire original Dissidia game is unlockable if you beat that game. So it's literally 2 games in one. There's, I have over 200 hours in that game. There's 100%ing every character. Like, there is so much in that game. I implore you to go check that one out. So I feel this is the worst of the bunch. But that doesn't mean it's bad. In fact, I think it's worth $50. But we're in Canada, so games are $80 here.
Yeah.
It's,
so take that into consideration.
Yeah. So for you guys, $60. For us, it's $80.
So we would say that it would probably be worth it for you at something like $40, $35.
Yeah.
Because for us, getting a video game is like, especially a new one, it's like, I am about to break bank
Am I about to lose this? The 3-on-3 is interesting, but again, I think the arenas suffer because they're pretty much they're flat and boring. While, you know, in the previous games, it was interesting. You could, like, run around, you could run up walls.
Like Spider-Man. Spider-Man call out to our first video.
The summons are cool, though. I don't really find they make that much of a difference, but...
I thought you said Shiva. It's great.
Well, Shiva, I like using Shiva. I like fucking icicles all around. Boom, bitch.
Forget how I use the Ring of Lucy guy.
There's DLC for this game. If you are interested, I believe Locke from 9, someone from 12. Oh, the commander dude. Yeah, I forgot his name. And Riona from 8, and there's a new guy or girl. I don't know. Someone from 11, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, so is the DLC any good?
I don't have it. I don't have any of it. I was thinking of getting Locke.
Yeah, I would have gotten that.
But it's $7 for a character. But you got
$7 Canadian.
Yeah. You should just write Canadian on our homepage.
Aye.
Should just do that. Ah. Echo of a... Why is it Echo of a Wandering? You know who it is. Final Fantasy Type 0 has some representation in this. I played that for literally 2 seconds. Like a lot of people, I bought it just for the demo of 15.
Huh. What'd you think of that, by the way, when it first was coming out?
The demo?
Were you as hyped as I was?
I
Yeah.
was excited, but again, I played both demos of 15. There were 2. There was one where you play as Noctis as a kid.
Yeah, I remember that. That was great. I remember liking that.
That was amazing. You're a credit to the team.
And it really fed into the story a little bit. Even though the ending, or the turn, the supposed great plot twist I did not enjoy.
What was it?
It will take too long to explain.
Is it just a
But
betrayal?
very, very basically, the very first king never died, and he wants his throne back. He will do anything to get it.
Oh.
Very, very basic.
How is
So
there
much more to
multiple...
it.
Why is there multiple endings in that game?
There isn't.
I thought there
Thanks.
was.
I don't think so. I could be wrong.
Oh.
Close to your companions, Kupo.
There might... actually, wait. There actually might be from DLC either free or paid DLC. There might be, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of DLC for that game.
Yeah, but a lot of it is actually free. which
Right,
is
but there's
why-
also like the episodes for each character.
which are only $3.99 Canadian.
Like, why the fuck does Noctis have an episode? Isn't the whole game episode Noctis?
Wait, he has an episode?
Yes,
What?
I think so.
Why?
I'm getting my ass kicked.
I'll get the core.
You know, I don't expect a new Final Fantasy game to be better
Take down the core.
at story at all. Because that's not possible anymore.
I wouldn't
Right.
expect a new Final Fantasy game for a while.
But I would expect something like 15 to have better gameplay than one of the older games. You know?
I want them. I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to turn-based.
That's alright, there's nothing wrong with turn-based. I loved Octopath for that reason.
Oh, I could gush over Octopath.
We'll do that one day. But we can't show it.
Well, because we don't have an Elgato. Elgato, I meant.
We don't have money. We are poor. Anyway, are you ready?
I'm almost. Let's see if I could beat. Who am I fighting right now? I'm a credit. I like when people the AI compliments on you.
Why? Gives you a false sense of.
Gives me a false sense of hope.
No.
Hey, Oh.
So, I know this is a huge topic, but like,
Yeah?
when will Final Fantasy VII Remake come out?
It's not happening.
Why?
It's not happening. It's not happening. Ooh. I do like how, again, this game is just fan service. If you're not a Final Fantasy fan, I honestly don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, you're totally right.
I don't feel like it's already a very different fighting game to begin with. And oh, we lost. And I feel like it just doesn't. I feel like a solid 50% of this is just fans. And again, the fighting has been done better in the PSP games.
Sorry.
And the PSP games are very accessible. Alright. Do I get anything? I got nothing. What does that even mean? Oh, I got some trophy. Koopo.
Koopa really annoys me.
Oh, I got a new summon. I don't know how you unlock those. That just happens. You know? Alright, let me open my loot boxes.
Wait, those are in the game?
Well, you can't. It's the same as DBZ. You can't buy them per se. Oh, cool. Alright, I'm Spike.
I'm Lord Josh.
And we hope you enjoyed this retrospective / clusterfuck of an episode. Have a good night, and we'll see you later.